Hi, so I want to talk about something that's important to me, something that not everyone might resonate to, because you know me a certain way, you maybe know me as a friend or whatever. Like, I don't know how to start talking about this whole thing. So, hi everyone. See, this is going to be on my IGTV, so hence I'm live. I really don't care about who is online right now and watching me, but I'm going to put it on my Insta page anyway, so everyone can watch it later. So there's something that I really want to talk about. It's been affecting me quite a lot because I'm a person who is really sensitive on the inside. I might come across to be I work hard to be emotionally stable. I know that I'm very much stable in public and even in general. Like over the years, over the months, I've worked on my mental health a lot, and I think everyone should care about their mental health. And okay, without wasting any more time and talking about things, let me get directly to the point that even though I'm a sensitive soul, I'm affected even if an animal is hurt in front of me. So the point is that it's so difficult to articulate my feelings right now. Okay, the point is that I'm sensitive towards every life form, whether it's an animal, whether it's a plant, a simple house plant in my house. I like to take care of it. So if it's a human, no matter what the religion of the human is, I am a person who loves unconditionally. I have so much love inside me for everyone, every being on this planet, that if someone is suffering, I get affected by it. Okay. So today I read earlier when I woke up, I read this news from Assam that this young Hindu guy was killed, like his throat was slit open in a jihadi style by five of Muslim men and a woman. They were involved in a daylight killing of a young man. Okay, so this is not about religion. This is not about Hindu or Muslim or Catholics or anything as such. For me, it's not about religion because I myself am not a very religious person, to be honest. I'm a spiritual person, and people who say that Hinduism is a religion, I don't agree with you. I'm born in a Hindu family. I believe in going to the temples and all, but at the same time, I also believe that everyone is equal, no matter which religion you're born into or what you choose to uh, do and be. Like, I don't know how to say this, but yeah, for me, it's being said that I'm treating everyone equally. The point is that when someone kills another person, whether it's a black man in US who was killed brutally by a police officer, or whether it's this young man who was killed this morning in Assam, I feel deeply hurt because every life to me matters. And then there'll be people who will come and say and explain it to me like it's the time we are revolting and protesting against the rights of the black people. I agree to it. Whatever the black people are going through, they've been through slavery through generations, through centuries by the white people. Okay, and that is something that's totally justifiable. I also support the cause of Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, I do not choose to live a privileged life in a good home with a good family and good environment with such a good education. I'm not going to be quiet about what's going on in my own country simply because I live a privileged life in this urban city of India. I feel that it's stupid of me to keep my mouth shut and not talk about important things that's happening in my own country. So if you read the news, there's this district called Mewat in Haryana, which has zero. When I say zero, I'm actually pretty sure about the fact that which has zero population of the Hindu community over the past 25 years. What's been happening there is forced conversion into Islam because for whatever reason. So people who have accepted Islam because of the threat of the overpopulated Muslim community in Mewat district of Haryana, they want to come back and reconvert to Hinduism because obviously they were forced into Islamism, right? They never wanted to do that. So forcing someone to do what they don't want to do, whether it's at any aspect of life, that's something I'm completely against about. So if something like that is happening in the present day, in the year 2020, where people are forced to leave their homes, it's exactly like what happened in Kashmir. So if you're going to come at me and tell me that Varsha, the statement that you made that I am not secular, it's simply because you have selective talks for different communities. If a terrorist like Riaz Naiku is killed, you will come and try and justify why Riaz Naiku, who was such an educated, brilliant young child, went into terrorism. I understand that. You study the psychology, you do a case study, do researches, speak about the factors which leads to brainwashing of young generation in, whichever part of the country. It's not just Kashmir. There are terrorists in all parts of the country, sleeper cells in all parts of the country, even in the most educated societies. So when you talk about studying the psychology of these people, I totally agree with it. But when the army is dealing with these people and terminating these people, you have things to say against the army, and that's something I'm completely against, because I come from an army background. You cannot talk crap about the Indian army. If they are terminating or neutralizing a terrorist, there's a reason behind it. You just can't justify it by saying, oh, we should go and study why this young guy turned into a terrorist. That is not fair. When there's a terrorist right in front of you who is killing the local people and who is headed by some Islamic radical Islam terrorist groups, and they come out very proudly and say that I belong to so and so community or so and so terror group, you are just going to shoot them on the head because you're the Indian army. You have the power. So if you're going to question the Indian army, then I question you staying in this country. People who have Pakistan in the heart should totally go to Pakistan. Do what your heart says. That's what I believe in. Follow your heart. If you have so much of love for the Gulf countries, please go and stay in Yemen and tell me if you're happy to live there. Live in the countries like Israel and show me. If you're my Muslim friend, I really love some of my friends who are very close knit to me from the Muslim community, and nothing can really separate us. I have all the love in my heart. But if you're going to act like India is very intolerant, let me tell you who intolerant is right now. It's not the Hindus who are leaving their districts. It's not the simple Hindus who are living in small districts of our country like Mewat in Haryana, because they are super tolerant. They have left their homes just because they were being forced into some other aspect of religion. So it's my take on politics. If I talk of politics, it's because I am a privileged young girl living in this country who's got a good education, who's got the responsibility, and what I share on my page or my live is my decision. I don't expect you to agree with everything I have to say on politics, but according to me, staying quiet about important issues is not what I've ever done in my life, whether it's about mental health awareness or it's about the political scenario in our country. So if you guys want to, if you don't like what I talk about politics, you actually are free to just unfollow me everywhere. You don't have to listen to me. Just unfollow my Instagram, my Facebook and everything. But I'm not going to shut up about the atrocities that are being put on the young generation by the older radical Islamism. That's all I have to say. So keeping in mind one more thing, that I'm repeating this again and again. I'm a spiritual being. Though I am born in the Hindu so-called religion, let me clear that for you, that Hinduism is not just a religion, it's a way of life. It's the way you live your life. Okay? So that's what I believe in, treating everyone equally. But if you're going to come and force the religion on some other community and throw them out of their homes, that's not the way to go about it. We have not evolved through centuries to become such drastic creatures. Like, look at us, what are we doing? So if you have a problem with what I post on politics, please unfollow me, but I don't believe in keeping my mouth shut when it comes to important topics like this. So please educate yourself when it comes to politics. Educate yourself with all the facts. It's not about BJP versus Congress. I don't care about who is in power as long as they are doing what's right for the population of the country. Whoever is in the power is selected by us. We vote for them. That's why they come into power. It's not like Modi ji has become the PM because he wanted to. No, it's because we voted for him. So it's not about me supporting any political party or supporting any particular religious community. It's about seeing everyone with equal eyes. So when I say Black Lives Matter or Hindu Lives Matter or do all lives matter, when I ask that question, the simple thing that I want in this world is equality. That's how I see everyone. I have so much of love in my heart that I don't choose to distinguish between plants and animal life also. So that's the place I'm coming from. And if you have issues, please unfollow me everywhere. But I'm not going to take your bullshit for a justification of why a young terrorist became a terrorist. I'm not going to listen to the justification. If you're doing something against the country, you should be punished for it. That's all I have to say. So yeah, and I don't really want to know your opinion because it's my live, it's my Instagram, and I said what I had to say. You choose to agree or disagree, and everyone has a right to opinion, because you will come bashing me and saying, oh, what about right to freedom of expression? Keep your freedom of expression open. I'm not saying you are not allowed to say what you want to say. You can be open and vocal, and because you're educated like me, I believe everyone on my Instagram list is educated and everyone comes from good families, modern Indian families. So if you're coming from a similar background on my list of friends, I actually hope you get at least 1% of what I'm trying to say, because you are equally responsible as a youth of this country to talk about what's going wrong. We are the future leaders of the country. Once all of these older generation is going to die from the politics, who do you think is going to become the minister in the parliament? It's going to be one of us. So it's high time that we take responsibility for what's happening in our country and speak up for what's wrong. People are justifying what's happening with that pregnant woman called Safura in what's her name, Safura Zardari or whatever her name is. Just because you're pregnant doesn't make you less of a criminal. Okay, she's not the first pregnant criminal inside a jail. She is a criminal. She caused deaths of many people in Delhi. That you're going to ignore, because what people like leftist media people like Ravish Kumar have to say on news matters more to you. You don't want to see the facts. You will say that the charge sheet filed by the Delhi police is fake. So basically entire investigation is fake, and PFI is fake. All the terrorist groups are fake. You will justify all the terrorism. But if a young man who is Hindu and is killed in the daylight in Assam, you have nothing to say. All these so-called celebs are nothing. They're only celebs because we give them that much of importance. So make sure who you make as a hero and who you look up to, because most of these people are not even worth it. Right now, no one is going to talk about the murder and the atrocities that's caused in Mewat, Haryana. So please educate yourself about the current politics in the country. And before you put your opinion there, like I am putting my opinion here because I have done a detailed study of the politics and I'm totally into the Indian politics. So before you say something, make sure you have your facts clear and then come back to me and tell me what you think is right or wrong. And yeah, I know the statement made by me was very big about secularism. But if secularism is selective, then I'm not a secular. That's all I have to say. Jai Hind.